Hi everyone, my name is Anu Gopalakrishnan, and on behalf of miindia.com, I'm with lovely Adi Gourangi Mataji from Iskcon. We're going to be chatting just a little bit about the upcoming Rath Yatra, which has been a fascinating event for so many years in Michigan, and it's happening in the city of Novi. So Adi Gaurangi Mataji is going to be talking a little bit about her journey, and at the same time giving us some details about what to expect this Sunday. So stay tuned. All right. So, Adi Gaurangi Mataji, thank you so much for, for taking the time and for talking to me about this really fun event. I know there is a devotional aspect to it, but I think more than that is just the joy of Krishna vibrating everywhere. So thank you so much for your time. And I'm hoping that we can chat a little bit and get all the scoop behind what's happening on Sunday.
Oh, thank you so much, Anu, for having me. Very excited to talk about the 40th annual Rath Yatra Festival or the Festival of
40
Chariots, which,
years or oh
yes,
my
it
goodness.
is. It started
Wow.
in
Okay.
Detroit in 1985, so we are celebrating 40 years this year. Um,
Lovely.
yeah, and it is, as you may or may not know, it's a festival that started in Jagannath Puri in India.
Hmm.
And it is the one time of the year that the Lord Jagannath, and his brother, Lord Baladev, and sister Subhadra Mai come out and greet the public. They come out of the temple. And we have been doing that in Detroit area for 40 years. So this will be an opportunity for everyone who cannot make it to the temple to see the Lord to come and get blessings and pull a 40-foot chariot down the streets of Novi and pull the Lord and the bliss and happiness into their own hearts. But it is a very auspicious day to get their blessings.
How many miles do you pull the chariot? Is that a mile or 2 miles or
Yeah, it's almost 2 miles. We go down 10 mile, like starting at the Novi Civic Center, so
Mhm.
halfway down 10 mile to Taft, and then down Taft about halfway, and then come back. So maybe about a mile, over a mile.
Right. Now, ISKCON has been on a marathon this year. I've seen so many Rath Yatras in so many different cities. I think there was one in Ann Arbor, there was Canton, Farmington Hills, and then I think there was one in Lansing or Grand Rapids. I'm not sure.
Yep, Grand Rapids.
Yeah, Grand
Yep.
Rapids, and this is amazing. So tell me a little bit about the spiritual focus of pulling the chariot as well as just the festival of chariots itself on the whole.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, it is just the one time that the Lord does come out. And we do it on smaller scales so that we can get as many people as possible to come and pull the chariot and get the blessings of the Lord. So if you can't make it on the biggest day of the year in Michigan, which is July 20th, for the biggest spiritual festival that we pretty much have in Michigan, we have had smaller locations and other dates throughout so that everyone gets the opportunity because we want as many people as possible to get the blessings of Lord Jagannath, just like they can if they were in Jagannath Puri.
So I believe there are ISKCON devotees from across the country. Some of them land up in Novi to witness this beautiful spectacle. So can you talk a little bit about the activities, the agenda itself? Because I know it's there are a few hours of really cool things that you've all planned. So could you
Yep.
just give us an inside story of what's going to happen on that day?
Sure. Yes, the parade starts at 11 a.m. It is going to start at the Novi Civic Center.
And everybody can join the parade, right?
Everyone can
Everybody.
join. It's
Okay.
open to all. There's free admission to the whole festival.
Mhm.
And then after the parade, it will end about, as we just talked about, it'll go down 10 Mile
Mhm.
and Taft Road and
Mhm.
then end at Fierce Park, which is just
Mhm.
behind the Novi Public Library.
Mhm.
And it'll be ending around 1:30 where the ruts will come, but the festivities will have started. And some of the festivities we will have is live entertainment. We have two stages this year, one for the live entertainment like dances
Mhm.
and dramas, and another stage for music. And
Okay.
we are fortunate to have this year a Grammy, as a Grammy nominee, Gourangi. She
Okay.
is going to be coming. She actually resides primarily in Vrindavan, India.
Okay.
So you have the opportunity to hear from her this year in that
Wow. Okay.
singing and kirtan.
All right.
Going to be very blissful. We also have many vendors, about 30 vendors coming. So there's many opportunities for shopping where
Mm-hmm.
you can get clothing and you can get jewelry and henna. We
Mm-hmm.
have a kids tent, which will have many different crafts for all ages of children.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the music, like a meditation tent where we can meditate on the Lord. There's also, when the Rath ends, the deities will be showered once again with the helicopter shower
Oh,
of
okay.
petals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they will be in their own tent. So you can take darshan of the deities. If you did miss the parade and didn't get to pull them or have close-up darshan, you can go
Mm-hmm.
into the darshan tent. So there's many activities for everyone and anyone to enjoy this
And
year.
and and I think one thing that you missed was the Prasad, which
Oh,
you're going to get, which is
yes,
free, and everybody
yes.
looks forward to that as well, right?
Yes, of course. How can we forget the prasadam? So this year, as usual, we will have a free feast. It's a
Mm-hmm.
vegetarian feast,
Mm-hmm.
and again, that's free to everyone. But we also do have food stalls. So if you want to get more goodies, then there's going to be all the goodies like we've had in the past of ice cream and dosas and
Mm-hmm.
etc.
Now, I think ISKCON also has programs for kids, right? You have
Yes,
the is that a school that I think there's
we
a Sunday.
do.
Yeah.
Yep, we do Sunday school every Sunday at the Detroit Southern Monday. That
Okay.
is on Sundays, and that is at 5 p.m.
Hmm.
for just 3 to 17. And
Okay.
then we also, and
Can
that's every,
anybody join? Can anybody come
yes,
in during that time?
yes, anyone can
Okay.
come. You're more than welcome to. Usually the Sunday program starts with the 4:15 arti, and
Hmm.
then there's a lecture that will happen or a discourse at 5 o'clock for the
Okay.
parents. And then the kids can go to Sunday school class, and then there's a free vegetarian feast at 6 o'clock. So
That's
that's open
wonderful.
to anyone and everyone, and we welcome anybody who's interested in coming. If you've never been, please come even once and see the deities, because besides Lord Jagannath and Baladev and Subhadra, we have Shri Shri Radha Kunja Bihari, which is Radha and Krishna at the temple, and we also have Shri Shri Gaura, which is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda and
Beautiful.
Srinathji. So
Oh,
please come.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That's a wealth of knowledge that that you just
Yeah.
mentioned. Now, coming back to the festival, are you expecting a lot of crowd? I mean, I'm usually it's huge, right? Because
Oh,
every
yes.
year I've kind of attended a few times. I've not been consistent every year owing to travels and things like that. But this year I'm going to be there on Sunday. But I
Oh,
have been told that this is something that it's a spectacle. It's once in a year spectacle that you really really need to attend and experience. Are you expecting a lot of crowd? Then if that's the case, then where do people park? And and how do they get to the venue? I mean, could you share a few, some
yes,
information or details around it?
of course. Well, we're happy that we're going to see you there this year. And you will
Thank you.
hopefully see a big growth, because every year we have been growing. So we had about 15,000 last year. We hope
Wow.
to make at least 15,000, greet 15,000 people at the
Mhm.
festival, if not more this year. So
Mhm.
with that type of crowd, it is very fun, but it's very well organized. And in terms of parking, um, you can park at the Novi Civic Center. That's where the parade
Mhm.
starts.
Mhm.
And the Novi High School, and that's probably your best option. You
Mhm.
can walk over to Fierce Park, which is just behind the library. You can
Mhm.
also take, for elderly or those who cannot walk, we do have golf carts that are going back and forth from the
Sure.
parking
Mhm.
lot to
Mhm.
the festival site. So there's many ways to get to the festival, but it shouldn't be a problem. Just get there early.
Yeah. So the parade starts at 11, is it? Or you
Yes.
just start your prayers at
Well,
11 in the
11
morning?
will be the opening ceremonies, and you don't
Okay.
want to do that because we'll have all the dignitaries will speak and kind
Okay.
of open up the parade. We also
Okay.
have a wonderful opening dance that's done
Mhm.
by some of our youth at the
Mhm.
temple, who will be performing a beautiful dance.
Mhm.
And then that will be the opening to start the parade, which pulling might start around 11:30,
Okay.
but if you want to get a good spot, if you want to get good parking, come at 11 or
Okay.
before.
Okay, wonderful. And how long is this is the event, the entire event?
So the entire event goes till about 5 o'clock. The
Okay.
parade will go till about 1:30, but 1 o'clock is when our festivities begin at the festival site, which is at Fierce Park, where we will
Okay.
have the vendors and we will have
All
the food
your
stalls. The prasadam will be
yeah.
starting to be served. So
And your
all the
cultural entertainment is during that time as well, right? So
Yep.
you would have all
Yep.
the music. Yeah, okay,
Yes. So
wonderful.
after you pull, and be sure to pull because you will be pulling all that happiness and bliss and the
Right.
awesomeness into your heart. So after you pull, please come to the festival site and join in all the fun activities.
Fantastic. So, Adi Gourangi Mataji, thank you so much for your time. So, just so that you all know, this is the annual Festival of Chariots organized by Iskcon Detroit. And this is their 40th year. So, it's a milestone, kind of milestone year for you, and 40 years of presence in Detroit. So, please come, share, engage, interact, and be part of this whole divine experience, because there's so much of joy and happiness when you have the Lord in the center of your world, in the center of your universe. It's just such a beautiful, phenomenal feeling. And if you've not come here before, I think this is once in a lifetime. You have to really make this, because it just gives you just sheer joy just meeting people, and the prasad is amazing.
Mhm.
And of course, all the other activities as well. So please be there, rain, shine, snow, whatever happens. I think the event will be on. And just like how Adi Gaurangi Mataji had mentioned, the only takeaway from this is just pure bliss of divinity, and of having Krishna at the center, and how you bring the Lord into your life, and how you lead your life. So I think this is an amazing event, and thank you so much for your time. And I think you will be seeing a flyer shortly, but please be there at the Fierce Park. And this is at the city of Novi, very close to the Novi Civic Center and the Novi Library. So thank you so much for your time. And I hope to see you on Sunday. And
Yes, look forward
yeah,
to
I
it.
hope we
Thank
all
you.
have fun. So Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you.